5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Dirty Glass Podcast. We're sitting here in the basement on Oak Avenue in the Dirty Glass studio. We're going to drink, we're going to laugh, we're going to learn. Down at the end there, we got Denny the mixologist.
Yeah!
Coming a little towards me, Angela Nicole, Catherine Hanlon. My name's Nick. This is the Dirty Glass Podcast. And hey, Denny, hey.
Denny.
What do we do here at Dirty Glass Podcast?
We drink and we jaw
Yeah.
and we rate.
Yeah.
What do we rate? Drinks. Adult only. And we rate adult beverages from 0 to 5 dirty glasses. 0 being shit and 5 being Lord. The Lord.
Yeah.
The Lord's.
Yeah. You
yummies.
hear harps and shit, and there's light coming down on your head.
Yeah, that's why I don't get very many 5s, because I don't get that feeling of.
I think I've only given 2
I've
fives.
given 1 5.
I think I've given 2. Yeah, I think
And
Guinness
he's given
Heineken.
1.
You've given 1. I think I
I've
don't
given
remember
1.
what.
I've given like maybe a 4-9, but
Since
you've
this-
given 2 5s. Both were beers.
Yeah,
Guinness and Heineken.
I don't think since this new format I've given a 5. For sure. But anyway, what's the theme this week, Ange?
So this week we're doing red ales for Christmas.
Yeah,
For the blood of Jesus.
Jesus blood red.
And this episode, we're doing Alexander, and I have a question. Keats? Is it Keiths or Keats?
It's
I think it's
TH.
Keefs.
I thought
Alexander Keefs.
I don't know why I always thought it was Alexander Keats. And I don't know why I thought that.
It's just
and
the,
I'm sure I'm wrong.
it's
Or
the,
maybe
it's
it's
the
Keiths.
accent from Winnipeg.
Yeah, maybe. That's how they say it at the bars.
Yeah.
The bars out there.
So so we're doing Alexander Keefs.
So-
Keefs.
And I believe, before we
It sounds
just,
like Mike Tyson saying it.
maybe that's why I said Keats.
Yeah.
So before we continue on as Denny pours, like and subscribe. Keep watching, folks. We're trying to build up our fucking view hours, whatever. And thank you.
See
So-
it, like it, share it. Go ahead.
All that. Here you go, Nikolai. So this one, interestingly enough, is a red amber ale.
Way darker
Yes.
than last week's or the last episode.
And we were having a big discussion about, like, because I called the last one we did on the last episode an amber ale.
yeah.
And then I was very extraordinarily corrected about that it's not an amber, it was a red. This is a red amber, guys.
Well, the question.
This is red as fuck.
Do they have red beers? Do they have red amber beers? Do they have amber red beers?
That's my
Do they
question.
have just amber beers? Do they have amber red beer?
Red pea the bed.
Red rum beer?
Did they have red wine?
Red wine. So,
anyways, I got distracted.
is this a Molson?
No, this is Alexander Keats. So, no, that's the brewery. Like, it was that was the name of the brewery. It's named after the guy who founded it.
Well, that's different.
So what year? But what year do you think it was founded, folks?
1821.
Keiths?
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know. 1868?
This is out of Nova Scotia, this stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. I think somebody looked at the can. So it's 1820,
I did not look. What did I say?
1821. You're way too close.
I 1,000%.
That is way too close.
I 1,000% did not
I do
look
not.
at.
You have my page right here.
I didn't
my
look at
very
anything.
neat handwriting.
I swear to Dave Grohl, I didn't look at anything. I honestly didn't.
So 1821. I can't believe that. So it's.
I actually
18
thought I was going to be way off.
So 1820.
I won
And
that.
speaking of which,
I just want to bring up I won that one.
Well, are we Price is Right rules?
No.
Okay, because I'm like, if we are, you're not.
No.
Denny was close too.
This is another fucking smoothie.
And
It's
it's
a smoothie.
robust. It's got flavor.
Did you just say robust?
Yeah, that's how you say it.
Nah,
Robust.
wrong.
Robust, like busking, but with roe. Robust.
That is
Oh,
inaccurate.
row from fish.
How do you say it?
Robust.
That's why I said
How it's
robust.
spelt. So Alexander
No, the
Keith.
K is silent.
So Alexander Keith, he immigrated from Scotland. Just because we were doing Scotch last
Nova
week.
Scotia.
So this is actually Alexander Keith is one of the oldest breweries in Canada. Do you guys know what the oldest brewery in Canada is?
Oldest brewery in Canada is
Molson?
probably... I can't think of another one. Molson?
So it is Molson. So it is
Me and Danny
Molson.
tied. I'm still winning, though.
Do you know what the second oldest brewery in
Labatt.
Canada is?
Yeah.
No. It's so.
Oh, it's Moosehead.
No.
Oh, fuck, really?
So
There ain't
first,
many more.
so Molson was built in Montreal. Is in Montreal, like the original.
Montreal!
What is that?
That's how you say Montreal if you're French. Montreal! I'm from Montreal!
It is not.
Sound like Matty Matheson.
Yeah. Look at me in Montreal!
Totally.
There's a friend at work that says I'm turning into Matty Math
Well, the mustache.
because of the mustache and then the LA pictures with the crazy
Oh,
clothes.
yeah.
Because he wears pretty crazy colored clothes too.
Yeah, and you gotta grow your hair though.
Yeah, it's
gotta
gotta be
be
messier. Your
messier.
hair's gotta be
But
messier.
you gotta grow it right.
So then
in.
let's go to Matty Matheson's fucking restaurant. Oh my god, the food looks so good. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. Okay, so the second oldest one, and I'm just gonna bring it up because it's called Dow Brewery. It's in Quebec City. It's now, I think, owned by Molson anyway, though, so it's kind of Molson. But they had a beer, like, under Dow Breweries, and I'm sorry, everyone correct me if I'm wrong, because this is just from reading Wikipedia earlier today, that, like, I think people died from it or something, and then they, like, removed it from, like, it still has a bunch of, like, really popular good beers,
They
but
tried to ignore it ever existed.
basically, and then they removed it from, like, sort of the repertoire or something. Anyway, I found all this...
That's such a Vince McMahon thing to
Isn't
do.
it?
Somebody dies, don't talk about him anymore.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
gone.
they're eliminated
He
from
never
history.
existed.
Yeah,
in
it
yeah.
never existed.
And so this place, like Alexander Keys, is now owned by like Anheuser Busch and Bev, some weird name like that owns like 400 different whatevers. But anyway, it's
It's owned by Ann Howard.
Yeah.
Well, that's like
Yeah.
isn't that Bud Light and everything?
Yeah, the Bud stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's who owns it.
And
now.
actually,
Interesting.
one of my favorites is what's
Modelo.
Modelo's owned by them too.
Well, we drove
They
by a
own
High
so
Life.
many.
They own High Life too, and we drove by a High Life on the way to through Vegas,
to
LA.
LA.
And
Oh,
I think it had High Life and Modelo, and that's where they brewed those two.
okay. I found that interesting because I know we've heard Anheuser, like Busch and Bev. You know what I mean? We've heard that.
There's
before.
no controversy at all.
But like, yeah, Alexander Keith's 1820, man, like Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia,
right.
there, eh?
Eh?
Down there in Nova
Down
Scotia
there,
doing
Nova
some
Scotia.
fishing right
Hey,
next
hey,
to.
Hey there, bud.
It's
Nova
right next
Scotia,
to
bud.
Montreal. Yeah, oh, down Montreal.
Okay. Key.
I got a good French accent.
It's nothing like French.
Ooh
Okay.
la gal, Montreal. Yo.
Do you know how many? I know so many francophones. Like that is the
They don't talk
worst.
like that?
No.
Have you drank with them? Like heavily?
Oh,
Once
not
they get
heavily.
really
I mean,
drunk.
I've drank with some, but not heavily.
Once they get really drunk, that's how they sound. It's kind of like the Rougeau brothers, who you don't know, but that's how they talk.
Isn't that from like olden times?
Oh, that's true,
WWF?
yeah.
Yeah.
Then yes, I do know who they are.
Rougeau
Excuse
brothers.
me. Excuse me. I used to watch.
Who turned into the Mounties.
Just
Montreal!
All right. So we went on a bit of a tangent there. So the beer. So the beer is also smooth. So it's interesting you chose like this week to put these together, Denny, because there's a distinct similarity between these two. Am I wrong?
Similarity, but also a distinct difference.
Well, this one's more.
It's got more flavor
How
to
do you
it.
call it? Robust.
you think it's more
robust.
flavorful?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This one?
I think so.
I
You don't
personally
think so?
think there's a lot going on with this beer.
They're both.
Which
they're
I
both,
dig. I
they're
dig
both,
that.
both very similar.
Well, I do think there's a similar.
I didn't say
just
they
said.
weren't, but I also said they're different in a lot of ways.
Woo!
It's like me and you, Den. We're very similar, but we're very different. Montreal!
Polka dot door.
I'd say a 3-2 on this. Are we scoring?
Go ahead.
I'm a 3-2.
Yeah. So
I'm a 3-2. I like it a little bit better.
I like this one. I'm the same. I like this one a tiny bit better.
I
than
drank
the
mine too
originals.
quick.
I'm a 3.4.
I don't remember what it tastes like.
The
You want
polka
to sip?
dot
I got a little bit
door.
left.
See you soon at the polka dot door. with
That's not from
songs
Montreal
and
or Nova
stories
Scotia.
and so
Oh,
much.
God.
It's Canadian though. It's
Did
Canadian.
you put
red-
scotch in that?
It's just it's the scotch that's coming in.
Well,
my
remember you
mustache.
said you just wiped it out with a fucking paper towel. You didn't actually wash it. Remember?
No, I still have scotch in my mustache.
Oh yeah, it dripped in there.
And you
Actually, it tastes good. It tastes like. Did you have chicken for dinner?
I did.
That's so
It
gross.
tastes like
I'm gonna throw
chicken.
up.
It tastes like chicken and
With
Montreal,
something.
and I don't know why. Yeah.
You know, there is a Guinness factoid of how many liters of beer a year are wasted and a mustache. I'd have to look
We've
it up.
looked that up before.
It's probably
But-
78,000.
It's a
It's like
lot.
100.
It's stupid amount.
It's a lot.
No,
3-2.
Okay, so I'm a 3-4. I like it a little tiny bit more than the Rickards. I think it's got more depth. It's slightly sweeter, I think, and it's more complex, in my opinion. Actually, I'm going to go 3-5. It should get a point.
3-5, holy
3-5.
fuck.
I like it. I would drink, I like it. But I like red beer. I guess this is red amber. Maybe the amber makes it more complex.
You like red and amber.
Yeah.
That's why you like it better.
Yeah.
You like those two kinds of beers.
I do.
I
And
give
this
it
is
a, I give it a 2-1 because it's not as smooth. It's a
Oh,
little
really?
kind of raunchy.
Denny, are you out of your fucking mind right now?
Hey! Yeah.
Like, did you wake up on did somebody piss in your cereal bowl?
I did.
What the fuck is going on with that score?
I did a fucking chimney yesterday, okay?
Is that a spite score?
I think it is.
That's
I
a
think he's
spite
trying
score.
to make Rickards win.
No, Keith's is okay.
You spite scored it.
But Rickard's Red, I drank a bunch of Rickard's Red.
Spite score, spite score.
This Keith's
Party
the
time,
Red
that's
Amber,
what
I don't know
okay.
when this even came out. Maybe the last 10 years.
You right now remind me of the Saturday Night Live skit of Lonely Divorced Mother because you're spiteful.
I thought you were talking
Well,
about
it's my
me.
is
I'm
my
like,
name
what?
is my name Kathy? It sounds like a Kathy name. Sounds like a divorced mother. It should be named Kathy.
I'm gonna blank a lot of Kathy's out, but that is it is Kirstie Alley that did the skit.
I would not.
It starts
blank
with
on
a
that.
C.
Don't you?
Or is it
That
a
was
K?
a K, yeah.
Whatever. I don't care. You can have a Kathy starts with a K.
Look
sometimes.
up single divorced mother Saturday Night Live. Great skit.
Amazing.
It wouldn't work out these days. All right. So what was the total score on that one?
So the total score on Alexander Keith's is 8.8 out of 15.
All right. Well, hey, tune in. We're gonna drop a fucking winner proclamation short. So you
8-7.
know who the what?
8-7.
Did I count wrong?
I think it's an 8-7.
No, it's not. I gave it 3-5.
Oh,
Nick
you
was a
changed
3-2.
it?
Yeah.
I put it.
I'm a 2, and you were 2-1 for some reason.
Yeah.
Then he
I
was
thought
too-
you were 8-4 or 3-4 because
Then he was
I-
too busy spite.
I had written
scoring.
down.
It was a spite score. Still a spite score.
All right. Well, hey, what do you say?
Like and subscribe. Like, share, comment. We love all your comments. Nick is the responder to the comments too, which is amazing. And just keep watching, hon.
Let us know if you like it, and if you don't like it, whatever.
All of it's good.
Do they have a thumbs down on?
No. Oh, they do actually. Yes, they do.
Even
And
if
we've
you wanna
got-
give us a
and
bunch
you
of
know
thumbs
what?
down.
We have gotten thumbs down.
Oh, cool.
You just have to look at it. Watch it. Fuck.
Thumbs downs are
Watch
good.
it!
They're actually good.
Just let us know and like it. And it's only the short.
Bye.